don't know why you guys have time to vote. Yes, my people. Welcome back to Run of Play podcast. Hope you guys are doing fantastically well. Hope you had a fantastic week. Hope you had a brilliant weekend. If your team was playing this weekend, let me see your hand up. No, okay, all right, cool. If your team did not even know that there was a game, there was even a fixture happening this weekend, let's see your hand. Oh, let's not say your hand. But anyways, welcome back to RP. It's United fans and Arsenal fans as well right here in the building. But I can see that I'm frozen. Can you guys hear me? Yes, you can still hear me. That's good. That's good. We've got a full house for the first time in a long time. Maybe we should have more FA Cup weekend so that everybody can be less busy, But Sheonti, how are you feeling today, man?
No, not so good now. I've been flying on cloud nine for the last few weeks, so Earth doesn't feel so. I'm back to Earth now, and it doesn't feel so great.
Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Jude, how are you feeling, man?
Not ready to be cooked.
Don't worry, the cooking won't be much. It won't be much, but it's expected.
No, we are nice people. We are all friends.
Well, I'm glad it's not. We didn't have any. It was a midweek, so at least the fire would have calmed down a little bit. So
calm down, and you guys have a long time to ruminate on the loss.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 12, 14, almost 2 weeks.
We had 2 games in between our next Premier League game. You have none.
And David, the neutral. How are you feeling, man? Long time no see. How are you feeling today, man?
Good to be back. Happy to be here. I'm keeping some roasts for some people.
I can guess what people. I can guess. And Johnny Boy, my guy, how are you feeling, man? How are you feeling?
Happy. The points have increased. Arsenal doing fantastically well. Keeping all the haters silent for the time being. So I'm happy. I'm happy to be proven right at the end. Let's cook some people right now. I'm ready.
Yeah. Before we cook some people, I'm your guy, Dr. Toast. And before we cook some people, we have some things to discuss first before I bring in the haters. You understand? Because everybody is ready. They're all ready. So I want to hear your honest takes before we hand over to the rivals and the so-called neutrals, but in general, all the haters. Right? Arsenal won against Brighton in the middle of the week, right? 1-0. People call it smash and grab. Other people will call it a scrappy win, whatever, right? But and City drop points, by the way. City drop points to Nottingham Forest. Nobody's talking about that.
You wouldn't know they drop points, exactly.
Everybody's talking about how Arsenal won. The manager of Brighton saying Arsenal did not come to play football, that he is never going to play football that way, as if anyone cares. Alan Pardew was on commentary in one of the channels. He was like, if Arsenal wins the league, there's going to be asterisks to Arsenal's title. You already had Scholes saying before now that if Arsenal win the league, they are the most boring team to ever win the league. And then come Mansfield, FA Cup, was a similar kind of template again. Mansfield were very, very hot, potent. Arsenal were very, very lukewarm, but got a 2-1 win. So do you think that this, let's call it agenda, is it a legitimate concern or is just bitterness? Let me rephrase. Is it a legitimate criticism or is it bitterness by rival fans?
Is that even a question?
Yeah, that's my question to Johnny Boy. I say you guys should wait. You have your chance. Thank you very much. Johnny Boy.
To be honest with you, I just see it as haters being hateful, because at the end of the day, the most important thing is who is going to win the trophy at the end of the day. And at this point of the season, guess what? The performance don't matter at this point of the season. It's all about results. And I think the writing's on the wall. The rivals can smell the rat or the cooking, the meal from far away that is looking likely Arsenal is going to win the title. So they are trying to drum it in the heads of Arsenal fans or like Arsenal in general that, oh, you guys should not celebrate your win. Forgetting the fact that a couple of years back, I remember Troy Deeney and some other pundits were saying Arsenal were weak, they were spineless. Remember the Wenger teams were soft. Remember when we were going to Stoke and they were bullying us, going to Bolton, they were bullying us, going to West Brom, they were bullying us, and the whole agenda then was Arsenal was a soft team, easy to play against. Now our coach has come in, he has reversed it now. Now we are all a bunch of fighters. You come with a gidibo, give it gidibo. You come with sexy football. We try to play sexy football. We are just able to. Yes, we play sexy football sometimes. When it calls for sexy football, we play sexy football. Now they are seeing the writing on the wall, and they are trying to put asterisks on it. The same thing they tried to do to Liverpool during the COVID year. They tried to put asterisks on Liverpool's championship, forgetting the fact that as at Christmas, Liverpool were almost 15 points or 16 points ahead of City as at that point. The league was pretty much done as at Christmas of COVID year. But people forgot that because they were all happy on the whole fact that it was COVID because Liverpool won it during COVID. But me, I don't care about what the haters say because when I'm celebrating my title, they're not going to put asterisks on the medal. Neither are they going to say, oh, Premier League champions 25-26, and they put
in bracket most
boring team. What they put is champions. And now my medal will be my trophy being lifted when they're doing the parade and everything. Yeah. It's going to be inscribed there. So I don't give a damn about, and it's like they say, when people are criticizing you, that means you're doing something right. So that's where I look at it. Arsenal is doing something right. That's why the haters are talking about Arsenal. If Arsenal were doing something right, guess what? They won't be talking about Arsenal. We're top of the league. We're in the quarterfinals of FA Cup. We're in knockout round of Champions League. We're in the final of the Carabao Cup. So everything about Arsenal is positive. So that's why we're talking. Everybody's talking about us. So that's where I see it. I don't talking about you.
Yeah. Before I pass on, I'll just say it's just bitterness, man. It's bitterness. You know, Arsenal does not need to entertain anybody, right? The team don't need to entertain anybody. You're not watching wrestling. You're not watching boxing. You're not watching. If you want to be entertained, go and watch Hollywood movie. Exactly. This is about winning the title, and Arsenal has been playing this way from the start of the season till now. They've been playing this way for the last couple of seasons. All of the label have been put on Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. But you also notice that the rest of the league is following suit. So to me, it's just a new cycle in football, and Arsenal are setting the pace. So it's a situation of whereby the old heads that are used to a certain style of football are complaining. For me, for example, Alan Pardew. Did Alan Pardew ever play sexy football for him to be saying that Arsenal, if they win the league, they'll have asterisks to their name? Like, if it's another manager now, I might even consider, like the what's it called now, Brighton manager saying, "Oh, only one team came to play football." When they came to the Emirates, how many shots on target did they have? 0. How many shots did they even have? 0. They decided they actually parked the bus. But now that the shoe's on the other foot, he's under pressure. He wants us to play football. Who are you? Are you the Premier League? We got our win. Coach your boys to do better. Wolves were in a similar situation. They did better. Brentford were in a similar situation. They did better. Nottingham Forest did better. United did better. So he should have done better instead of crying. So that's what I have to say. It's just bitterness. Hopefully, we win the league at the end of the season so that we can see more bitterness.
More cries.
And the summer will be sweet. But let's go to the neutral first before I go to United, guys, because they will trigger me. David, what are you saying?
So, there's a lot to unpack from what both of you guys have said, right? First off, we're not talking about Arsenal because Arsenal is top of the table. If Arsenal was 8th, if Arsenal was 10th, we'll still be talking about Arsenal. During your journeyman years, we were still talking about you guys, right? You were the banter club. So I don't think we're talking about you because you're at the top. But
we're talking about style of play, right?
Talking about style of play.
But it's winning. The thing is winning. Usually they say the most important start is 3 points. We're getting the 3 points, but people are still angry. So that's bitterness to me.
Yeah, but I get that. I don't see it as bitterness. I like everything I've consistently said this season. Your luck will run out. And for every team I've said that for, that luck ran out, right? We started from Liverpool, we did Crystal Palace, we did Aston Villa, you're next. And usually when it runs out, it will look like you can't do anything right again. It will pile up. It will be back to back to back to back. And it will be a slump because while some people might be hating, some of us are saying it as a style of play that provides you with zero alternatives, right? So what happens when someone comes up with a game plan, that nullifies what you play? you don't have any comeback, you don't have any plan B, you don't have
That's
any.
what that's what company thought when he came with Brighton Munich, Bayern Munich. Sorry, that's what he thought, and then he learned the hard way 4-1. But yeah, continue.
Okay, well, I mean, I'll give that to you guys, but
Okay, thank
I
you.
know
Atletico brought it. Remember, Atletico brought it, but they collected 4.
I don't see Atletico bringing any type of football that would hurt you guys. At the end of the day, it's the neutrals, those of us who watch the game, that will be hurt. Atletico against Arsenal, two sides who just want to park the bus. I don't think Atletico will bring anything, genius. But I know that
Arsenal doesn't park the bus, please. What we do is just recycle the ball.
So what do you do?
We play low risk football. We just keep passing at the back.
Yes,
That's what we do.
We
recycle the ball. We recycle the ball.
hilarious.
Recycle the ball. Look, the ideology is simple. To control the game, you control the possession. So that's what we try to do. Try to control possession as much as we can. And if people try to attack us, we hit them on the counter. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it does not work. But as the manager said, Arteta said pre-Brighton, he said that if he's watching a football game, and there's like 3 transitions back to back, and his heart is going 180 mile per hour, and that transition is not resulting in any attack or anything, it's time to slow the game down. So again, low risk football. It is what it is.
Okay. I mean, I hope we would have this discussion again at the end of the season.
Oh, yes, we are going to have it. I'm waiting.
We'll have it.
I feel like
I've been hoping and crying since, and we are still here. And again, this is the point. I'll hand over. After this, I'll shut up. This is the point where I hand over. Like, start of the season, right? I said Arsenal are going to win the league, and my reason, I think I also said it here. My reason being that Arsenal are the ones that are going to drop the least amount of points compared to everyone else in the league. And that is how it is panning out. People are dropping points. Arsenal will still drop points, but I'm sure that City will drop points again.
Yes.
So we are going to drop the list. Our team is set up not to lose. We are going to draw, and not lose as many games. City has already lost 5 games this season, and as I said 2 episodes ago, I'm yet to see a team that has lost 5 games in the league that won the league in recent times. So I keep quiet now.
Arsenal will be the first. I mean,
they
still lost more.
I feel like the football thing to me is secondary. Like, it's secondary to the real reasons why people have a problem with Arsenal, and it's a point that the Brighton manager made as well. When you guys came with this corner thing, right? It's not as if you have David Beckham that can cross to Peter Crouch's head. You started it by coloring in the gray areas, right? By attacking the keeper in a way that was, I guess, like ethically blurred. The referees didn't know what to do. They were closing down the keeper, making it difficult for opposition teams to defend, and scoring corner kicks that way. Now, Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka have this weird ability to put the ball exactly on top of the keeper's head. But the bullying of the keeper.
If I don't have David Beckham, yes, go ahead.
No, I mean it's not David Beckham to Rio Ferdinand, right? It's a specific thing.
It is Saka to Gabriel Magalhaes or Rice to Gabriel.
Right, while the keeper is being pinned down by 2 Arsenal players. Sure. Show
me a picture. Yeah. Show me any shot that.
There are many pictures now, right? There are many pictures that have this. And I'm not. This is not the first time that you guys are hearing this complaint. That's why you're reacting this way.
No.
Right. So I'm saying it is a theme. It is a theme in this league.
Holding the keeper
this season. It has happened many times, right? I think it happened in the last game against even Brighton itself. But it's a part of how Arsenal play corners, and other teams, like you said, Goto, other teams have started to copy the same method because people realize that there is a gray area in refereeing and defending during corners. Where it's
the people that studied the game.
It's not hitting now. It's not hitting, and this is the thing that Arsenal. This is the thing that kind of makes me laugh about Arsenal fans, right? You want to claim we are ruthless executioners. When people now describe the ways at which you're ruthless, you now start getting sensitive about it. Instead of you to own the anti-football, be like Mourinho, who Arteta is trying to be. Instead of you to own the approach at which you're going with this, you want to have it all the ways.
What is the purpose of the corner kick? to send it straight to the goalkeeper. Okay.
You're ignoring the important element of what I'm saying, right? People are saying, people are complaining that it is in bad form and referees need to do something about it to play corners that way. So that's one side of it. Let's pack it. The other thing is the thing that David brought up, which I think you acknowledged, Dr. Toves, in a kind of interesting way, that you guys play low risk football. Your primary objective going into the game is to not lose. That's already negative, right? In of itself. No, in of itself, that's already negative, right? And not only is it negative, it goes against the heritage, we should say, of Arsenal Football Club, because you guys are the ones who brought. You guys are the ones who brought the free flowing.
It's going to bite you when we talk about United. Okay, go on. Heritage.
No, it's okay. You guys are the ones who brought this free flowing, attacking, European style of football. Even though Wenger came straight from Japan,
and we also go
of England.
Everybody,
you guys are the ones who brought it to. Shay, it's time for the opposition to speak now. Let me and Jude.
You don't
explore what we feel about it. I think it's important that the entire football world has come together to put an asterisk on this trophy that many people feel Arsenal is about to win, right? And I think it's for good reason, right? The
one that Chelsea won in 2004.
The behavior of Arsenal as a football club is important. So this thing I talked about with the time wasting, with the fouling keepers, that's one side of it. The other side of it is the football itself, where even in the year where Leicester won the league, right, that was a surprise. You still had Jamie Vardy banging goals. You had Mahrez. You had football being played. In a way, it wasn't 26 corner kicks in a season, basically.
Most goals this season.
How many of them were corner kicks?
What team?
Less than 20%.
How many corner kicks? How many corner kicks?
Arsenal are not the highest share of corner kicks in the league.
Don't mind them. Leave them alone.
Your second highest.
That's where all this meat comes in. We're not the first highest.
Your second highest.
I remember I said last month, United were at that time with Arsenal ahead of us.
But they were scoring fair corners. Not this
you have the most goals. You have the most goals from corners.
Can I read the stats?
Wait.
I was ready for this. Can I read the stats, please?
No, you're going to tell me that you're second in corner kicks now.
No. We scored the most. That's fine.
Okay, So what did I say that was different from what you're about to say? If you're saying you scored the most,
it's of recent. I'm talking about as at the
agenda. This is agenda, right? Crystal Palace before Wednesday, midweek Wednesday. Crystal Palace has scored 30 goals in the Premier League, 15 set pieces, which is 50% of their goals. Newcastle 40 goals as at Wednesday, 19 set pieces, 49%.
Okay.
Goals.
Just get to us now.
37%. Sorry, 37 goals, 17 set pieces, 46%. Chelsea, 49 goals, 19 set pieces, 39%. Arsenal, 58 goals, 22 set pieces, 38%. So,
okay.
Your agenda that our goals come from set pieces.
No. Do you know what? I'll give this your analysis a C, right, for the attempt, but it's not complete in its quality. If you want to make the point you think you are, let's go and compare other Premier League winners, right? Let's go back in history, compare other Premier League winners, and see how many of their goals came from to make the analysis proper.
Jimmy Carragher talks a lot. Remember, there was a time this season as well where it was Arsenal calling too many set pieces, and they also brought out him presenting on Monday Night Football saying every team that has won the Premier League scored the most set pieces. So I don't understand where all this hatred is coming from.
No. We're gonna look for one set pieces as a percentage of goals, not necessarily having the most set pieces, right?
No,
as a percentage of the overall goals scored.
You can do it as a percentage of winning goals.
Percentage of goals.
Arsenal has the highest record.
Right, Jude. That's an even. Because Jude.
You're not nitpicking now. What you guys are doing now is
Wait, Jude. No, because the experience matters, right? And against us in at the Emirates, they wanted to use that their Jingban to take that game into a draw. I mean, do you agree that there should be And do you place an asterisk on Arsenal's trophy if they happen to win this season? And let's hear your reasons why.
Honest reasons, by the way.
Honest reasons. You guys are playing. I think this year, you are not playing football. You are just looking for.
We're just kicking football.
They're just looking for 3 points. The matches that you played fairly and won, I'm not sure it's up to 5 that you played good and won. You are just trying to knit.
What is play good? What is play good?
Like you are not harassing the
85% possession and lose the game. That's what's good for them. like they did against Newcastle.
But that's the normal Arsenal that we all grew up knowing. Arsenal would dominate.
Playing good is attacking. Playing good is attacking the opposition. Yes, playing good is attacking their defense as opposed to playing low risk football.
You have like almost 60,
but even in the funny thing is, even in the low risk football, right? Arsenal still has higher shot on target than Brighton.
That's the funny
Brighton
thing.
had 9 shots. Arsenal has 7 shots overall. So I don't. That's what I'm saying. It's bitterness. It is just bitterness.
We have more
right against mid-table Brighton. Sure.
No, why is it? Why you quoted the manager?
The same Brighton that beat you.
You support
Brighton that beat United.
Jude, tell us your reasons, please, for why this Arsenal team
Please, Jude,
deserves
before
to
you
be looked at with the side eye.
I think the stats that Dr. Toast presented are a bit skewed, because if we look at all the teams in the top 10, so you skewed it.
I read you a stat. I didn't make the stat. Go on.
Yes. It's easy to draw conclusions from that, but I'd like people to understand that from the 22 goals that you scored from set pieces, 3 of them have been penalties, 19 have been what people would call traditional set pieces, right? Every other person in that top 5 has more than 5 penalties in their set piece goals. If we take out, what they have, the next person to you has scored half of the number of goals you've scored from set pieces.
No, they're not Sabi now.
So if we do set piece goals without penalties, that percentage becomes even wider, and which is
let's do now open play. What about open play goals? Let's do open play goals.
So if we're looking at
go on.
If we're looking at open play goals, you are still not in top 4.
They're not in top 4. What are we?
We're in top 4
because you have 22. You have 22 from set pieces, 59 in total.
Yeah.
So that brings you how many? That's 37.
No, don't guess. You do the.
That's 37.
That's 37. That's 37. Yeah. City has 9 set piece goals and 59 in total. That's 50 open play goals.
Yes, that's fine. I know City will be number 1. I know the City is number 1 in open play goals, but I'm just saying that if the entire premise of football is to score goals, and Arsenal and City has 50 open play goals, right? 59 goals in total. Arsenal has 22 set-piece goals, 59 goals in total, right? Why are Arsenal blamed for finding another way to get goals?
Again, it's not that you guys are particularly good at scoring corners, right? It's how the corners are being played and how they are being scored, and the position that keepers are being put in. And the failures of referees. That's the complaint.
We don't handle the goalkeeper. Like, for instance, I give a typical example against Chelsea,
prevent
right?
the goalkeeper from reaching the ball.
No, but look at against Chelsea. Example, look at against Chelsea. Sanchez thought he was foul, but if you watch the match, you see that no Arsenal player was around him. He thought Arsenal was going to attack him.
We sabi
the ones your player into their own players.
The fear of him thinking that Arsenal player was going to be beside him, he made him commit the error. So that's what happens to the goalkeeper. They're all scared. But if we check most of our corner kicks, Arsenal players most times are not even beside the goalkeeper. It's mostly their players. But because of that fear, and the fear comes from what you're just saying now, the whole media-driven agenda.
There's just chaos in the box.
The goalkeeper. They are scared. That's why.
Arsenal never foul goal.
There's chaos in the box. No, I mean that's
just the fact.
That's an interesting concession.
And even in the chaos, there's beauty in the chaos.
Yes.
You understand?
Everybody is jostling. And also remember, another thing is that right now nobody does a zonal marking they do. Or like before where you had like everybody man to man and then like you have guys on the line preventing the goal. Now it's more like zonal marking. So it's easier for Arsenal to like play corner kicks.
Let me tell you, let me tell you what's going to happen, right? And I agree with what David was saying initially about Arsenal getting found out. It may not be this season, right? But I think enough dirt, enough noise has been raised around Arsenal, the way Arsenal play corners, that like if eventually the referees are gonna take action to protect the goalkeepers and to protect basically the game, and it's going to affect us now.
Arsenal is going to evolve, Showuchi. I guarantee you that.
Mikel Arteta is a student of the game. He studies all of the different angles, how to get an extra 10% somewhere, how to get an extra 20 seconds somewhere. Like, he studies the game. They can make all their rules, but
no. I mean, I think the point is if you take away Arsenal's questionable goals from corner kicks, it's a tough season. That's what people are saying.
Who decides what is questionable?
That's what I'm saying. The football world has decided. The football world has decided. So in some way, the football world is the majority of fans who are making these complaints. So it's not just United fans who hate Arsenal. It's Chelsea fans, it's Man City fans, it's Liverpool fans, it's Barca fans in Europe, it's Madrid fans in Europe as well, fans in Italy, right? Like you're not the first team. You're not the first team to have won the Premier League. If you do win this Premier League, you're not the first team. Liverpool won it, City won it, Leicester won it, Chelsea, even Man U. How come? Why is it now? Let's now interrogate the question now. Why is it now when it's Arsenal's turn and everybody's now hitting them? Could it be?
Because Arsenal is no longer the banter club. That's why.
Could it be?
It's jealous.
Okay. Yes.
We're no longer a banter club.
That's Chelsea has been. When United also, right, was a banter club for a while, but even the reaction to United is not even as hateful.
Man U were a banter club. Man U were a banter club. The same era.
It's not as hateful as it is for Arsenal.
They were
Why?
sharing it. So but the thing that right now, United is sharing the banter and Chelsea are sharing it together. When
have you not heard the saying that? Have you not heard the saying that if everybody is saying something about you, could it be that there's something wrong with you personally? If everybody is saying the same thing,
the people that are saying something's wrong with us, they are copying us. That's the strange thing. It's like somebody telling you don't do this, but they are doing what you're telling you not to do. So how am I supposed to take you serious? Tell me. United copies are the same set piece you're complaining about. Man U also does the same from set pieces. Chelsea does the same from set pieces. But because the thing has been tagged to Arsenal, everybody just blames Arsenal for it. But every team, like Dr. Two said, every club does that right now.
Yeah, we watched the season.
Watch the
season
progress. Watch the way they attack set pieces, like corner kicks now. See Brentford. Look at Brentford.
Yeah, that shows me
number
of games that.
Why nobody talk about Brentford? Brentford does the same thing. You see Brentford when they take down Brentford.
We watch the season progress. You can't gaslight the football world. You can't gaslight the fans into believing something that did not see.
Yeah, but you're saying that Brentford only has 8 goals from set pieces. Well, 14 in total, 6 from penalties.
But it doesn't take away the fact that from set pieces they are still dangerous. They might now score them a lot of goals from set pieces.
Johnny boy, this season, we all watch the season progress.
You're going to be champions, and United have more open play goals than you. Chelsea has more open play goals than you. That's fine. Liverpool has more open play goals.
That's why I say that.
Man City has more open play goals than
you.
Do they have as much goals as us?
No, because a lot of your goals came from corner kicks.
What makes you win the?
That's what we're saying.
Goals? It's goals.
No, that's what we're saying. Okay, let me ask you a hypothetical question, Dr. Toes and Donny Boy. Hypothetical question, right? We all went to school. Say you guys found a goalkeeper, right? You found upgrade on Raya, super goalkeeper, and he was able to score goals from basically he developed such a super skill. He went to the Blue Lock school in Japan, basically developed maximum football skills, right? I was able to score goals from goal kick.
Yeah.
And let's say Arsenal keeper, let's say a keeper in the Premier League developed that ability. Yes. And so they scored a whole bunch of goals. Would you think that was a good thing for football or a bad thing for football?
If the stop is winning games for them, I won't mind it.
It's a good thing.
Because at the end of the day, right? I know how you win also. you should look into that, right? But at the end of the day,
Okay. Can I ask the reverse? Can I ask the reverse of that question, so that you guys will put this into perspective? Because people are hounding VAR and saying VAR has reduced the way, like reduced goals, basically. Like the purpose of football is to score goals, but it seems that VAR is just cancelling goals and cancelling goals and cancelling goals. If you guys are complaining about Arsenal that way, then you shouldn't be complaining that VAR is cancelling goals.
What's the connection?
The connection is the point of the game is to score goals.
Exactly.
So you guys right now, all you are doing is acting as VAR. You guys just want to cancel.
Have you heard of being reductive? Right? You say the point of the thing is to score goals. You can't just reduce all of football to scoring goals. Yes, goals is what win. Goals is what wins matches, right? But like you cannot reduce the essence of football to just goals, because there's a reason why football in England is better than football in MLS. They both score goals, yes, right? They score a lot of goals,
and the team that scores the most goals tend to win.
One of the complaints that people in America have about football is that a whole game can end up 1-1. Unlike our American football that you score 16-9, or basketball you score 8-something this thing, right? Football is to score goals, but like some of the best games we've seen in football have been 5-3. Some of the best games were also 1-1, basically, or 0-0, and in or 1-0 even, right? That is football. And when
sometimes that 1-0 might be from a set piece.
That goes to show there's no right way to win. That's exactly what you're saying. That there's no way to win. That's what you're saying.
No, but some ways are more in line with the spirits of the sport than others.
What is the spirit of the sport? Please let me know.
People want to be entertained. Arsenal's job is not to entertain you guys. You guys are complaining because you don't like what you're watching. Fair enough. Watch Man City. You guys watching Man City every week. Watch Man City. Watch Bournemouth.
No. You're not the first team to play. Again, you're also not the first team to play, like how we put it now, defensive football, right? Even Mourinho, Mourinho's Chelsea. But again, Drew just said something that's useful, right?
We don't play defensive football. That's haram football.
Mourinho's Chelsea, 2005-2006, total goals 72 goals. Goals from set pieces 22, 31% of goals. But it is what it is.
You know the difference. That Chelsea team made defending look beautiful.
At the time,
right?
People were hating Mourinho. We're all around them. We watched it. People were hating Chelsea.
It wasn't hate that he had for Mourinho. It was respect. It was respect, because Mourinho came. It wasn't hate. It wasn't hate.
I'm the special one. I'm not here to like.
It wasn't hate. Guys, how did Chelsea had an explosion in fandom? Chelsea had an explosion in fandom all over the world. We experienced it firsthand in Nigeria.
That's why, because they won. That's why.
No, because they won, and because of how they were winning, because of the swagger that Jose Mourinho came with, basically.
Let's not be lying here now.
With his African warriors that he had in his team.
Why do we call Mourinho Pack the Boss manager? It's because of the acronym Pack the Boss. And what was Pack the Boss? Pack the Boss was sit men behind the ball, count and score one goal, lock up. That was his style of play. Let's not try to change the whole narrative.
No, but like I'm looking at.
Are you saying that you guys are not? The thing is, you're not trying to sit on any side. You're saying you guys are not packing the boss. And you guys are not playing beautiful football. So what is it?
We are playing low risk football. Beautiful
low risk football.
The beautiful football that these guys play is high intensity. If Fernandes loses the ball, so be it. Arteta doesn't want anybody that's losing the ball. Instead of it to lose the ball, pass back. Yeah. You understand? Low risk.
You
understand? But if you open up by mistake, you will collect. That's what it is.
Because I studied that if you win more games, the less risk you take, the more games you win. Arteta studied that, and it's fact.
In trying to defend yourself, you guys just keep on giving us more weapons to work with. You said
you can work with the weapon.
2005 season. There was 22 set pieces scored. You have already scored 22.
Exactly. That's why it's going to be a new record.
There's like eight games.
That's why it's going to be. The win is going to be a new record.
And you might not even get up to 71 goals.
Yes. then it will
So-
be even greater record.
No, but like,
So
I mean, I still hearing the arguments that you're
I
making.
don't know, see,
No,
David.
because-
Even if we don't
because
get 71 goals,
2005,
if I lift the trophy, I don't think I will care about the goals. We
Okay,
scored.
so that is a different.
That's
So that's really where I'm
David,
coming
can I
from.
finalize my point, right? Again, that team, that 2005-2006 team, only considered 15 goals, I believe, right?
Yes.
2004, 2005 team. 2004, 2005.
No, it's 5-6.
It's 4-5.
Was
it?
It's 4-5.
It's,
Was it
I think it's
4-5?
4-5.
But that
Yeah,
team
Rose
is
first season.
legendary, right? At
Yes.
the time, people
you're
thought,
saying
oh, what
that
these guys do?
legendary-
Yeah, people hated them back then. They did because Chelsea
People
were
really
hard.
hates them.
They did.
Yeah,
Chelsea, let's not
yeah.
lie.
People
Come
feared
on.
and respected them.
No,
Yeah.
Chelsea people hated
Come on,
Mourinho.
set piece.
Bro, people hated Mourinho. Now that's
It wasn't
Mourinho-
hate. It was fear and
Mourinho
respect.
Mourinho thrived on that.
This is the
Mourinho
first.
thrived on that
This is the
because
first champions
he
that
came
are being
against-
hated
he came
and are still
against
being bantered.
the Wenger that was playing explosive football and the United
You're
that
not
was playing
bantering
also
us.
FIFA.
And you guys,
This is-
please let Dr. Toes make his point. Let him make his point.
No, my point. I finished my point. I know this is haters. This
He wants to
bitterness.
be legendary.
It's not a legend. We are just going to be legends. You understand? Arteta is going to do something legendary
with
if
less
we win the
goals.
Premier League.
with less goals, but more set piece.
You
That's
understand?
it.
But anyways, 8 more games to go. 7 points clear. It is what it is.
With legendary set piece.
Yeah,
Well,
with the game in hand.
And I also guarantee that next season Arsenal is going to evolve.
Evolve to what?
Watch.
I think it's going to be the other way around. Because whatever standard.
45 goals from set
You
pieces
see
next
what
season.
Brentford did to you. That's what you expect next season.
Now
Yeah,
Arsenal is going to evolve next season. Watch.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather
So
take what
what?
Brentford did to me than what Wolves did to another team. So, anyway,
So Liverpool, have you? I mean, I don't know if it's. Let's segue to Liverpool. I don't know if it's that they're not serious, or if it's just that teams that are fighting relegation, they just become, I don't know, like they develop special powers that enable them to get crazy points like this.
The Liverpool players
I mean,
won
Judy, you haven't
before
said much, but like, how do you see the Liverpool game losing last minute like that to Wolves?
I actually didn't watch much of the game, but I'll just say it's that one step, 2 steps forward, 1 step backward. That's where they are. I think they're kind of blending now as a team, but it's kind of a wake up call, maybe for Anslot for whatever he's trying to do to remind him that this team is not yet there. You have to equip and go up. It's like you see, they came out in the FA Cup and they knocked them like 3-1. Do you understand? Like it's that. We're the euphoria of.
A reduced Wolves team, not the
Well,
full team.
But they were in the euphoria of winning that they were trying to catch up. So that was like a wake up call. Like, calm down. We're all in this together. So to me, they look more serious to make the top 4 than Chelsea and Aston Villa. That's what I'm saying. So
and United.
And their fixtures list, actually, their fixture list also is kind to them. Or like
So they might make
Chelsea's
the top
games are
four.
very. Chelsea has like I think the
Chelsea has
second
tough
toughest.
games. They
Chelsea
have
has the
like
second toughest games left after West Ham. I think West Ham.
Yeah,
has
but
number one.
it's not. I don't think it's so much about like the opponents that Liverpool would face as it is Liverpool themselves and their ability to get their shit together, right?
That's what I'm saying. I think Liverpool players actually are tired of Slot. They might not come out. Remember, Slot has this is. I think he has fought with Salah, fought with Curtis Jones. I think he had an argument with Van Dijk, if I'm not wrong. So you can see that I think there's a disconnect between Slot
Szoboszlai
and the
too,
players.
like,
Szoboszlai.
as well.
So I think that plays a role.
Another
as well.
manager that is also just complaining about style of play issues.
I think.
I mean, of all the people who are complaining, is him. I want to hear it from the list, right? Like, I don't want to hear any. I don't want to hear the complaints from Slot.
There's nothing.
So
I think what we can pick from the Liverpool issue is, first of all, this league is not Slot's level. It's not his level. It's not the level of his managerial intelligence. That's one.
Yeah, giving him more points since last season.
And two, I think they are having the type of season that Man City had last season. You know, you never knew the type of Man City team that would turn up at a game. That's the type of season that Liverpool is having. But the bedrock, the foundation is this is not Slot's level. He's a good manager. He would do well at a mid-table team, right? But I don't think he's at this level. I don't think this is his level.
No, you mentioned City. Do you think City will win the
last
league now?
Look,
Do I think
That was-
City will win the league?
Yes, this league.
I'm hoping they do, so that I can
Okay.
shut Arsenal up.
I know what you're hoping. I know what everybody else here is hoping. I understand.
Okay,
but do you
but
think
you
they will
like-
win
No,
it?
like,
terms
I
of
want
believe,
Arsenal to
you
win.
believe.
I predicted Arsenal to
I mean,
win.
they are
Johnny Boy is not allowing me to support that prediction.
they are more improved from last season. We can see the evidence of the spendings that they did. It's now down to if how hungry these guys are for it.
But they're hungry.
Right.
They're hungry.
They bought
No.
I actually
and
don't think
Gay
it's down to how
general
hungry they are.
Yeah. So
I-
yes.
I think
From
it's
the
more of
management
Arsenal.
side, yes, from the administrative side, but the guys who have to do the business on the field, right? There are members of those teams who, how do we say this thing in Nigeria? You don't chop belly full. People like Bernardo
don't
Silva. I really don't think they should be footballers. They really need to step away, right? You see a Reinders, Tijani, when it comes when he's playing, you see that their game is different. That guy should be playing in place of Bernardo Silva. But then I'm not their coach. It's not my.
Silva is the captain now. So I doubt.
I get that he can sit on the bench. Fernandinho sat on the bench throughout his last season at Man City. You can sit on the bench. You be talking. I mean that's what most City captains do in their last season. They just talk. You give moral support, and to be honest, that's all Bernardo Silva does on the field. He doesn't play football anymore. He just talks. So it's down to how much the players on the field, want it. Yes, the administrative side have done, their bit. I don't know how hungry the players on the pitch are. I know Semenyo is really hungry. That guy he has been on fire for them. But where's Uncle Haaland? It looks like he
I
went
was
to
going
go
to say
and
it's like no Haaland, no party. Like what's going on?
Looks
Semenyo has
like he
stepped up,
went-
but Haaland is still missing.
It looks like he went to go and press the pause button. Some people say he's saving himself from the World Cup. I don't know what he wants to do at that World Cup. He's in the same group with crazy teams.
But
He
is
should
it
just-
getting more? Is it getting more feed? Like, are they feeding him ball? I don't see them.
They
They
do.
no,
They
no,
do.
they are
Most
feeding
of them are
feeding him better
playing
than
the
last
job.
season. They are feeding
At the
him better
beginning,
than
they are
last
feeding
season. No, I
him.
don't-
But since Semenyo came in, I've not seen.
No,
Like,
but
No,
even-
Semenyo is finishing his
even-
chances. That's
No,
why.
even before Semenyo came in, he was on a good
No, I
route.
said
People
before-
forget that.
that's
Even
what-
before Semenyo came in,
Yeah, he had
was
not
on a
scored
good
in
route.
9 games. I remember. Yes, he
Yeah,
had
he
not
was
scored
on
in
a
9
good route.
games.
So all these Semenyo is just people talking. Even before Semenyo came, he was on a good route. I believe that's probably one of the reasons why they went to get Semenyo. I believe that's one of the reasons why they went to get Semenyo because they
Yeah,
were
he's
like,
on a gold dot now. Like
And-
the style of play has
Yeah, he's on a
changed.
gold route. That's the thing.
there's no
And
kidding
it's
them.
also the reason why they didn't sell Mamouche. And I'm thankful for them that they didn't move Mamouche out on loan because we were discussing, sending him out on loan. Thankfully, they didn't do that. So, as to the question, well, with the way they are playing, they are actually the ones doing what Jude said. Take 2 steps forward, take 1 backward. Liverpool is actually taking 1 step forward, 2 backward. Right. So City is taking 2 forward, 1 backward.
Long
And to
may
be
it
honest,
continue.
we're all frustrated because we expected them to give a better fight. This is usually
Yeah.
their time of the season where they breathe down your neck and you know that the ghost of Christmas past is coming. This guy is coming to haunt your soul, but we're not saying that. Hopefully,
That's what we're hoping for.
they go on a run. They go on a run in these 9 games and just make us all happy, so that
yeah, but see the difference between
we can do the usual with Arsenal. We go again
Did it-
next season.
the difference between City of yesteryears and this one is that the yesteryears could defend. This team cannot defend. That's one major
City
problem they
didn't-
have.
They were not good at defending. That was what was
No, but they
killing
were
the Champions
better. They were.
League.
If you watch,
No,
if
but
you
they
watch,
were better now. They had some solid
they were
guys.
better because the problem City has now they cannot keep clean sheets. Like if you even in the games that they tend to keep clean sheets, the opponents usually have loads of chances. It's boiled down to the team not taking their chances. That's why they don't score. Like against Leeds,
I hope
I don't know
Arsenal
how many of you watched the
will-
game against Leeds. They won 1-0, but what most of us cannot deny the fact that Leeds had chances to score in that game. I didn't win that game against.
They've
Man
lost their
City.
spine. City, they've lost their defensive
City's
spine.
problem,
They
I
used to
think,
have.
it's more their defensive unit is not cohesive enough.
I really don't agree. And let me try and see if I can explain this. If you are bombarding your opposition and you're in their final third for 90, okay, not 90 minutes, for 85 minutes of the entire game. You reduce the number of times they come
Maybe they
against
still do
your
that too.
defense.
They still do that. Like they still do
Yeah,
that.
but like
They're not
David,
in their- they're not in their
that style of
position.
play, that style of play
They're actually
depends
in the
on
midfield now.
aggressive ball recovery. That style of play I'm talking about depends
Yeah,
on being able
from
to
the
win the ball
midfield,
back
from the
properly, and that's what they don't
Yes.
have anymore.
That's what I'm saying. They don't
So
have
if you're
that
saying
again.
defense, you're saying defense as the entire team, not necessarily
The whole
the back
team, yeah.
four.
No, no.
Yeah.
It's both, right? It's both, right?
It's both,
Because
it's
it's not true that like the people who are doing the ball recovery in the midfield are necessarily the midfielders because they play so high. The people who are in center circle are actually the defenders, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time in City's football,
Exactly.
and they have their wing back inverting or something. So
Yeah.
it's a defender in midfield doing the ball recovery. But I mean,
Can
let's
we,
use the
can we,
last.
let's move to United.
Yeah. I was going to say let's use the last minutes.
Let me set it up. Let me set this up because I've been waiting for this.
Dilemmas.
Please.
Did
I need to set this up
Me too.
because I
I'm
know
waiting for
that Sean was going to give us softball question, wrap it all in cotton wool, all of this stuff, But my United lost to
No,
10
let us ask you one question. United still winning. Let's start from that.
No.
United winning.
We have to give context. We're going to get there. United lost to 10-man Newcastle. On Wednesday,
Again.
and the red card was given in the first half. Like first 30 minutes of the game, the Newcastle got a red card, but they won the game. That's number one. Now my problem is not United losing the game because I know that can happen. Right, United in the last episode, Shane was telling us had gone on this, that the team on form, that everything is green, and because of that, they are going to win the league. But the shocking thing that happened was after Newcastle lost, people are talking as if United had been having problems for the last 10 games. That's what I don't understand. Gary Neville is saying they don't have leadership, they don't have leaders. Roy Keane is saying they don't have leaders. Tonali is saying this kind of play is not the right style of play for United. So and you hear the fans on social media saying, no, we lost today, but it has been coming. We've been scraping through games. But that's not what I've been gaining and hearing from this panel. So please, Sean and Jude, can you guys elaborate and elucidate the rest of us on the planet, please?
Elaborate on what now?
What's going on?
What's happening?
Please. What's happening?
What happened against Newcastle? Start from the game against Newcastle.
I think our manager is naive.
Wow.
The title race manager.
Yes.
Carry that you were
manager.
beginning of last episode.
Atlanta was like that. Atlanta was like that.
Is naive and lacks creativity. So I mean, I likened it to somebody who is just submitting the same. No, that was fun. That was fun when it happened, right? Cunha Bruno, there was a lot of fun. And forever and ever, that's a part of our history now. But I think Carrick, every single match of his tenure is an exam for him. Every single match, and he has been submitting the same answer to this exam. That's the same Umbremo, this thing lineup basically. And I think
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I think a winning formula to me should mean a winning approach to playing football, a winning tactic, a winning not a winning exact same starting 11, because the starting 11 as it functions against Man City and Arsenal wouldn't serve or shouldn't serve the same purpose against Fulham.
He made some changes now. He made some
I'm saying I needed him to be a bit more creative. So this game against Newcastle, right? It was obvious that like Casemiro, Kobe Mino, like Joel Linton and Tonali, basically they had them on smoke, basically, and Jacob Ramsey. They could not keep up. Like there was nothing. I mean, and it's not as if Casemiro and Kobe can ball. They've balled against Arsenal, against City. They can play as a midfield pair. But the specific skills and talents of Joel Linton and Tonali just made it such that, okay, in this game, I would want my manager to have an answer to that problem, right? Instead of just thinking that, like, I don't know, we're going to be able to coast. So it was obvious that, like, Ugarte would have helped us in midfield. Why not start with Casemiro, Ugarte, and
You're calling
Bruno?
Ugarte now? The Ugarte that you said should be sold should not be part of
Ugarte came in. Ugarte came into the
Okay.
game, and obviously made a difference because he needed somebody who could cover 10 meters of football pitch in a faster pace than Kobe or Casemiro, because that was the only way you're going to be able to catch Joelinton was carrying the ball from one end of the pitch, running to the other end, and nobody could touch him. Or if it's a loose ball in the midfield, he can run from his defense all the way to that midfield before Casemiro gets there. So he needed somebody who could get around in the midfield as quickly as either one of these guys and could put a tackle in. But all in all, I think Carrick made the wrong decision in terms of his starting 11. I think this wasn't a game for Sesko to start. The games for him to start were the games where we're going to be comfortable against Fulham and Co. This game against Newcastle, you need to have your dynamic front three. And I think we needed something different in midfield. I also don't know what he was thinking, bringing Malacia on for the first time in 1.5 years to come and play against the first football that Malacia is playing since 2000 and whenever is to come and be the left back against Newcastle away. That was a mistake which has happened now, and it showed, right? Because Malacia looked like somebody that was you don't even know. He did not even know where he was at that point in time, basically, when he considered that goal. So the reason why people are saying it's been coming is that, like, I personally believe that 50% of the outcome you get on a football pitch is vibes. Like, it's all confidence, mental. The other 50% is your skills, because obviously if you don't have the skills, you can't even step on the pitch. But to play professional football, generally they all have like a minimum level of skill. They are all really talented, technical footballers. The difference between most of them is who is on it mentally for the most part. And so, Newcastle wanted it more than us. And the weaknesses of the United team were made very clear, very obvious. And Carrick did not have enough, sense basically to navigate it. So for me, that's a question mark in his campaign to take over. Because again, you have to be able to if you're going to lose a match, there's ways to lose, and we'll see how he picks up against Aston Villa. But he has to be braver and kind of smarter with his choices, basically. Because this league is not forgiving. It will eat you up and swallow you. And yeah, if you're making a mistake like playing Casemiro and Kobe Mino together, the same midfield, whether it's against Newcastle versus against this one, no, you have to be a bit more dynamic or creative than that. That's my own.
Wow, the same Carrick
feeling
that
on
was
Carrick.
praised a couple of weeks ago as
and the same Casemiro and Mino
Damn.
midfield. Though.
Jude, oh yeah, go.
I hope Carrick can watch this video. Please.
I kind of agree a little to some of it.
You are not allowed to praise Ugarte Jude, by the way.
I'm not praising him. I'm seriously not praising him. A few takes for me. I don't think you should blame Carrick. We had chances to kill
Exactly, you can't blame Carrick.
We had chances to kill that game. Those guys could have killed that game. They were just missing the chances. So you can't blame Carrick. Oh, they
were missing the chances. What players?
I only saw only two chances he had that could have scored.
Sesko missed his own.
Okay.
So
Dude,
for me,
we're lost in that
Euro
game.
and I think Buemo. That's all.
Sesko.
We were second to every ball. There were moments where we looked like we were going to put something together, but for the most part, Newcastle.
The where he messed up to me, like, first of all, okay, you made a mistake. You started Sesko. Sesko did not fit the game. I don't see. I think he was trying to play a replica of West Ham, where you had tall defenders and we couldn't pass through. So they were trying to cross the ball and stuff. But then you brought them in and we had less.
AKA set pieces. But yeah, let's move on. Yeah.
We had less crosses.
Now cross the ball in open play.
So,
yeah.
For me, the starting 11 was not what I would feel. We all know that Newcastle against Manchester United is going to be pressure in that midfield. You could have played a 4-5-1, had more midfielders in there, like Sesko shouldn't start, and Mbeumo can be up front. Cunha, Ahmad would give more energy there than even Ugarte. I don't see any reason why he should sub Casemiro Casemiro was not on any yellow card, so Casemiro could
No,
have.
Sean disagrees. Sean says Casemiro was not playing well.
He could
Casemiro
have
was
been an
was a
energy
ghost.
there. I'm telling you, he could have been an energy there for us. Secondly, I don't see why he was doing like for like substitution. Like it didn't make sense for me. Mazraoui played left back. Dalo also plays better in that left than Mazraoui. I don't know why he has not used that option. Malaysia
Is
would do that.
Mazraoui that changed the game for us now?
Mazraoui
Mazraoui
that they were
was
pressuring throughout the first half. That they wanted to key. Elanga wanted to key. Mazraoui's value.
Elanga lost United. Even remember last season
They
when
changed,
it
it
was
got
in
worse
Forest.
that they changed Mazraoui from right to left. Elanga followed him to that left. I was still playing. They had to score him out.
no, but Mazraoui wasn't the weak link now.
Yes,
The weak link was
I
that
thought he could have subbed. If he wanted to bring in somebody, like he shouldn't have brought Malaysia. Malaysia is the last option that I ever think to play a match again in Manchester United, especially a very match that we need to win. He could have just brought in, maybe switch Dalo to that left and push Ahmad to be coming back to that right. That's what he could have done. Like
I beg, I'm conscious that David will have to leave soon. All this your delay tactics, please, David.
So for
So
me, I
what's
feel
your
like it also opened the option of looking at, okay, we don't have anything on that bench. We don't have any.
And you guys wanted to win the title in the title race.
You can still win it. I think he did it. So
I mean,
I
what
think
do
with
we
the
not
players, I think with the
I don't
players
mean- I
that
don't
we
understand.
have, a
What
different
players we have?
combination should have
That
done
players
better
on
in
the
this
bench,
game.
Jude,
Should have
what are
done
you
better in
talking
this game.
who did
I
we
think it
have?
should have started with
on the bench?
Casemiro. I think it started with Casemiro, Gatti, and Bruno. Put Kobe on the bench, and then Ahmad, Mbeumo, and Cunha. Shay, you wanna?
That's bench right there. He's mentioning. Are you hearing
No,
me?
yes, now, and then put Sesko and Mino on the bench. If you're able to match them in intensity, right? At a point you might need control. When you need control, you bring in Kobe, and then you bring in Sesko basically to go long.
You will still concede with Ugarte. And Ugarte is not somebody you. I would rather prefer Meno to be there.
I said Ugarte, Casemiro, and Bruno.
That's what I would rather have Meno, Casemiro, and Bruno than Ugarte. Ugarte just runs around the pitch. Forget that guy.
Even Mino, even Mino, right? Even Mino, right? Mino is a good player,
will
right?
try, but he
For all
doesn't
for all his faults, he could not
doesn't
catch
have
Joel Linton and Tonali. He could not touch them. Like he could not get close
doesn't
or
have
even.
that agility like they have to attack them. They will fling him away. So that's understandable. But for me, it's I don't think people are just coming at Carrick because Manu has been winning and they're claiming, like, I'm like, you all coming with this excuse that it has been coming, why didn't it come since? Leave us.
Exactly. Thank you. Defend your manager.
It's one loss.
No. Wait now, Drew. I think the reason people are saying that it has been coming is because if you were to put the result aside and look at the performances against Everton, against West Ham, right, that we needed the points. Like the performances kind of dropped after the highs of the first two games, right? But we had.
You can't blame him. You can perform in the training, and I select you to play in the game, and you go there, and your morale will go low.
No, but Jude, are you saying it makes sense to start the same?
That's where we blame him. We blame him for not being proactive or reactive, like quickly reacting to the game. That's what he should have done in this Newcastle's game, like quickly react. When he started reacting, he was not doing like for like subs, and which we didn't need at that moment. We needed something creative, like change the pattern that we play, change the gameplay so that Newcastle will not come and be marking us. Like you're taking the same left back and putting another left back. What are you not doing? Like you're just trying to create fresh energy, of which that fresh energy did not work out for us. So
I mean, fresh energy, I think could have made a difference. I have to drop
establish a
soon
starting
too,
11
but
too now. You have to establish a starting 11 that will start for you, right? Then you use that to be working. That's another thing he has been doing all through his games. That the players don't come and perform is their own cup of tea in the game. That we have to have red card to win a game is part of the game.
I think
that's not the
you know that.
I think different players have different strengths.
You won the game against Palace because of red card. Thank God you know that.
But it's intensity now. We pressure them. They gave us this thing. It's a fair play. We did not like go and look for the red card like Arsenal would have done. But we just won the game fairly. So I just feel like for me, there are games that he has to now like he has to be a modern manager. He can't be looking at that Fergie style of
I was going
play.
to ask that. David, are United stuck in the Fergie era in 2026?
Uh, well, it's Fergie's pupil, right, or Fergie's student that is there. I mean, whenever someone who has worked on that Pep goes to another team, you say, they are Pep's boys now, right? But first of all, I want to clear one notion. This our podcast. We banter each other. We banter the clubs. What is this one that you are now trying to shift the banter to your coach? I'm not here for
I
that
don't know.
one.
They're even trying to explain. I don't
The same
understand.
coach that they were praising last week.
I'm not here for that
He's
one.
doing well now.
Like making him the best in sliced bread.
He's doing well. I'm giving the reason why what I want from him.
We didn't ask
and
you
why
for the
he's
reason.
good. That's all.
When I saw the scoreline at halftime, 1-1, I saw the red card. I was like, this is another Crystal Palace. And then the game kept on going. I was like, what's going on? Surely, 10-man Newcastle must be weaker than Grimsby Town. Surely. Yeah. But I was proved wrong. Anyways,
it's at home too.
Doesn't matter.
It's not surprising the opinions you guys have shared, but I would like to take us back. I think maybe 3-4 episodes when we said
I like
City, Arsenal have a lot of distractions in multiple games. Will United be able to take advantage? And I remember saying the challenge with United taking advantage is the gap between their next games. You can only field how many players? I think 16 per game, 11 starters and 5 subs. Those are the only people you can guarantee match fitness for. We're talking Ugarte, no Ugarte, Malacia, no Malacia. The problem Carrick will have is he has a few options to execute with. The others are not match fit. That's what your problem is now. And once the tank runs out from those few guys, I remember saying this.
Yes,
I remember saying
I echo that sentiment too. Yes,
and that's exactly what is beginning to pan out. So please leave Carrick alone.
Even with one game a week, I mean 1 game per 2 weeks, they are tired. Come on.
So that's the problem.
Are you for real?
That's going to be the problem, right? It's not even just tiredness physically, right? It could also be mentally, right? And then injuries could happen. And then, like Sean T said, right? Sometimes you need to reinvent the game, but you need the personnel to be able to do that. So if the personnel is the same, you can't reinvent anything now. You have to still keep on playing, that same style. So that's where the problem is for me. That's where I see, the problem. But I'm happy to keep on drinking these tears. I'm happy to keep on singing things like this. I hope it happens
now.
again.
Or just having a critical evaluation.
Are United going to finish in the top 4? Like who is top and 4? Because
I don't know the placement.
You understand?
Yeah,
yeah. So it's going to be.
I don't know the placement, but I always said from the beginning of the season that United were going to UCL. I actually assumed
I said that
they would do that. They would do that from 5th position. I assume they'll do that from 5th position, and then England will actually have 5 teams again. That's always been my idea. I still maintain that. I see them either 4th or 5th, but whichever position they pick. 4th
so
or
who is
5th.
3rd? Chelsea, Liverpool, Aston Villa.
Oh, it's not. It's definitely not Aston Villa. Aston Villa is going to Europa. No, those ones are not serious. They're going to
Europa. Manager is already frustrated, so you know the direction.
So I know they had personnel issues. I know they had injuries. They had to call Leon Bailey back from loan. They got Douglas from Juventus, but those are excuses, really. They're not serious. They're going to Europa League, and if they're not careful, it will be Conference League.
They tried.
Yeah, so I'm asking the United guys, where are you guys finishing? 3rd, 4th, or
2nd,
or 7th? Like
2nd. If City does not catch you, 2nd.
Okay, cool. Right, cool. Sure, you're meant to be in title race. So where are you ending?
What is the point? Well, 2nd between us and 2nd. What's the point difference?
Lots.
There's a young boy. There's a young boy who grew up in Manchester, but now finds himself playing for Everton. His name is James Garner. I know he's going to have a fantastic game
Drisbury
against Arsenal.
So like the way this
I
draw
hope-
scored against United, right?
Mm.
Remember the goal he scored against United, right?
Yeah,
There's
no,
also-
this
also
is
a
only
guy that
temporary
also a
blip.
guy that grew up in Manchester, young boy. His name is Morgan Rogers. We have a field.
Oh, unfortunately,
No,
Sancho
yes,
can't play
yes.
against United. Sancho can't play. Sorry,
But yes.
unfortunately.
What did Sancho want to do before now?
So why are you finishing? Why are you finishing? Third or fourth?
United is still in the title race. That's
No, but
That's
why are you
my-
finishing now?
Why are you finishing? In
That's
this
my-
title race,
16
in this
points
race, why are you finishing?
It's Arsenal. That's why there's hope.
In this
16
race, why are you
behind.
finishing?
United are in the title race.
All right,
title
let's-
race on their own, no
Title
problem.
race.
No problem. Let's,
United is the title race on their own.
okay.
Let's just
Let's
just
talk
say
about other people that are supposedly in the title race with United. You guys are playing them next, right? United, Aston Villa. How do you see that game going?
What do you have to say about Aston Villa now? Nothing to say about them.
yeah, if Man is the title race, Aston Villa is the title race. too.
They've huffed and they puffed. I think Emery is eventually going to miss here and they'll sack him. You know,
Okay,
that's it now.
so basically, you guys are bouncing back over Aston Villa. Is what you're trying to say?
We're bouncing back.
But we'll probably win it.
No, I don't want probably. I need we are. Leave probably.
We are
Yeah.
bouncing back.
I mean, how can you not be sure that you're going to beat
Trafford
Villa?
now.
Come on, bro.
It's Old Trafford.
Exactly.
So Confidence should be
Oh
high.
yeah, all we need now. Maybe it's 3 points everybody's looking for.
Exactly.
eh?
No, but you guys want to play entertaining football.
No, we don't play. We don't need that football.
You
Oh, you don't want to collect that info again.
We just need 3 points.
Oh, it's not my okay. Don't want to collect that info.
Next season. When we enter the market and buy players, we'll play that.
I thought you want to be like a
Have to
hustler.
drop, guys.
No problem. We'll
Okay.
catch you later, man. Yeah. So for me, Aston Villa is doing it. Aston Villa is definitely doing it against United. Johnny boy, I'm thinking you're going to. You're saying the
I know
same.
Villa is on a free for right now. So I think for Villa, they're
Tell
going
me I have
away.
to
I think
stay.
a draw. If they can win, they can win. But I think they'll probably go for a draw. So and for me, I think Villa is going to still come third.
This
Just
guy likes United. So
I
what's
see.
his name? Their keeper. He loves United. So he
I
will
think
allow us to-
I still see Newcastle. I say Newcastle. Aston Villa coming third. To me, the fight is between Chelsea, Liverpool, and Man U for fourth and fifth.
Obviously, that's how it's going to be. I think Liverpool will finish third, and Chelsea finish fourth. United can hold fifth. Left for me, I think they'll finish seventh, but it's just because there's not enough. There's not enough.
Nah, United cannot finish seventh with one game. After the game against
There's nothing.
F-
It just means
Aston
that
Villa,
we're behind,
right?
they're not playing again till April.
Exactly. So they
have like 3 weeks.
They are going to lose that
It's
competitive edge.
good.
It's what
It's
David
good.
was
If
trying to
we
say.
finish seventh, it's not a problem. It just means that we'll sign
They will think that they are
Enrique
playing preseason games. That's the vibe they will come back with. Preseason vibe. And
They'll
then,
go on holiday to Dubai, I guess. Dubai, they go on holiday, right? You go
Yeah.
for holiday for 3 weeks.
So Villa's winning that one. And okay, basically we all agree that United is going to be in the top four or top five, right?
Top 5.
Top five. Before we talk about the next games, let's run up EPL and then we'll do Champions League. EPL, Arsenal are playing Everton next,
Everton. Yeah.
right?
at home now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Emirates.
Yeah. So
City is
Arsenal
going to
should
West
win
Ham
now.
away.
yes, still going West Ham away. I want to hear from you
Arsenal
guys
should
before I say my own. Yeah.
Arsenal should win.
You is just on a jinxing thing. I don't believe you.
Oh, no, Arsenal will win. City will draw.
So I really think Arsenal will get the result against Everton.
What is the result? It can be a draw. It can be a
Don't
loss.
win.
No. Oh, no. Based on everything we've discussed today, anyone who has followed, today's stream will understand what I mean by the results. I mean, we've said it.
Or
Low
maintain their
risk
lead in the
or,
table.
outscore the team, get the 3 points, right?
Low
So that's what I mean by the result. Because anything outside a win for Arsenal, it's not results.
No,
Going forward.
that's true.
Except
Yeah,
when
that's
the
what-
other
that's
team,
what-
except when the other team doesn't best that,
Yeah.
right? So, so when I say result, I mean get a win.
Yeah.
City's trip to West Ham will be tricky, but I think West Ham are usually the architects of their own doom. So I see City picking 3 points as well.
And West Ham always tend to open their hands for City every time. I don't know.
Yeah, so
It was a different.
That's like they'll go for you.
the
Abi.
United Villa game will be tough.
No, but
I'm
they beat me last
thinking
season.
that will be a draw. I think where surprises will happen will be in the Chelsea game and Liverpool game. Liverpool is playing Spurs, and I don't know. I think at some
No, I think
point
Liverpool will win.
the Spurs team,
Yeah, it's
you know,
not against Liverpool.
would have to. Well, Liverpool has been dropping points against the people we don't expect them to drop points against.
Yeah, but the problem, David, are those teams
Spurs is
have fight.
Spurs.
Have you watched
Spurs is
Tottenham?
Spurs, that's
Tottenham
the
doesn't have
problem.
no. That's the problem is not Liverpool per se. It's Tottenham doesn't have any
Yeah.
fight. Like that's the problem. They don't have no fight.
Same Tottenham 2 points off City.
City is
Yeah,
their
but-
customer.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
regular.
And also don't forget, the same thing we talk about the City. City has that problem of they
Backing
don't know how
back.
to. That's what I'm telling you. This is different
Aggressively
from the previous
tackling
one.
back.
They don't have to close out games.
Normal City before 2-0, we know it's a lockdown, game over because
Yeah.
they'll pass their life and the game will be done. But this City still give you chances, and that's what Tottenham capitalized on against City. The moment they scored that first goal, they knew they could get at City.
The second.
And I
Well,
think
anyway,
there's a start.
I still
And I think there's a start. Just to come, there's a start City has. I don't know. I think this game against Nottingham Forest was the first time they had scored a second half goal this year. Most of their goals this
First
year
half.
has always been in the first half. I think this Nottingham
In the
Forest game was
league?
the first in the league. I think this
Most of
Nottingham
them,
Forest game.
No.
I think apart Liverpool, it was Liverpool and Nottingham Forest. But apart from these two games, all the other games, all their goals have always been in the first half.
the first half. Oh, I don't
So-
know. I didn't know that. But I still think
So they tend to
think
drop
there'll
off
be
the second half. Basically, they tend to drop off the
I
second
still
half.
think
That's
the upset for this weekend will come in the Liverpool Spurs game or in the Chelsea game. That's
Chelsea
what the
playing?
upset will
Playing.
happen. I don't even know who they're playing.
No one cares. I'm joking. Yeah, for me, I think Arsenal are going to get the
Chelsea's playing
W against
Newcastle.
Everton.
Now they're going to be at home. I'll be Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle is winning that one. Just will drop points.
So
If
that's probably where the upset will
relegation
come from.
bound team, if it was another relegation bound team that City were playing, I would have said City will drop points again. But West Ham, they're
Yeah.
quite hot and cold, so you can't.
And City, for some reason, against West Ham just
Yeah.
opens their yards for them. So
Yeah,
no.
if he-
And
Should we find-
Haaland always scores West Ham too. So hopefully maybe his goal drought ends.
So
No,
Like,
no,
that's
hopefully.
what-
What do you mean?
that's why I was
hopefully?
I was
You
telling
can't
some
be saying
Arsenal fans
hopefully.
that it's
You
Chelsea
know
game.
where my mind is. You know where my heart is. I want
It's
these guys
Chelsea's-
to gap people.
It's
I want them
Chelsea's
to
game
catch up
that I
with
see
Arsenal.
Man City dropping points,
Fair
not
enough.
West Ham. It's Chelsea's game. City
Right.
dropping points, not against West Ham.
Let's round up
Fair
with Champions League
Champions
because we are playing the Champions League in midweek before the EPL.
Premier League games, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to share my screen. Just
So mouth-watching fixtures.
What?
Yeah.
Arsenal will Leverkusen.
No. I'm not even measuring that. I'm
How will
curious.
Leverkusen get here?
I'm curious about the game. I'm most curious about is Bodo
I hope
Glimt.
they shock us.
It's two games: Bodo Glimt against Sporting, and actually three: Newcastle Baka, Bodo Glimt Sporting, and
You
then
already know where
Galatasaray
that game
Liverpool.
is ending now.
Those are the
Newcastle
matches.
Baka, you know where the game will end.
Galatasaray
Newcastle and Barca,
Liverpool.
they played this season now, and Barca
Yeah,
shut
but
them
David,
up
we know
as-
that the group stage is different from the knockout
Ah.
stages.
Right,
Barcelona
So on
Barcelona.
Tuesday, this is the fixture. Galatasaray. This on UEFA website, by the way. Galatasaray, Liverpool, Atalanta, Bayern Munich, Newcastle, Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid, Tottenham. We know
Did
Tottenham are losing that
Galatasaray
one.
not play Liverpool? Is it this season?
Yeah,
Huh?
they played in
Yeah,
the
they
group
played this
stages.
season.
Galatasaray beat them 1-0. Yeah.
Yeah, it beat them 1-0.
Yeah.
So over two
So-
legs, you would think that Liverpool will win, right?
I think Liverpool
I
goes.
actually think Galatasaray
Yeah.
will go. Will
Nah,
go.
I think Liverpool
Over,
goes.
no. Over
think
2 legs,
Galatasaray
Liverpool
will
win.
go
I still saw Galatasaray yesterday against Besiktas.
Not even
Yeah.
that. I saw
As much
their
as-
game against Juventus is a game that scares me.
Yeah.
How do you,
You know,
how
as
do you
much
go
as-
one man? You have one man up, and those teams still come back to score you 3 goals. How?
Yeah, I think Man U learned
It's
from
old
them.
players
So-
now.
And I'm looking at
So-
Galatasaray. Osimhen was mad. Remember, Osimhen was so mad because like, bro,
Yeah.
Yeah. They've
So I
not
think-
really been playing well, even within their league.
Even the league,
They
yeah.
have a good attack, right?
Mhm.
You see that defense? It's crazy.
and
The
their
amount
midfield,
of time
their midfield is not that solid too.
Strong.
their midfield is old. The midfield is old. And Gundogan, I think it was good that City told him to go. That guy looks done,
time.
right? They
Look,
were.
so-
I mean, Besiktas really opened them up, and I looked at the Besiktas attack. I didn't even know this guy from Benin had moved to Besiktas or Lighton. The same guy that our defenders were holding when we played Benin and Super Eagles was same Lighton that was running ragged against Sacha Boui and Jacobs from Senegal. I don't see them doing it over 2 legs. I think they will draw at home against Liverpool because of their atmosphere, but they will get crushed at Anfield, and it's not going to be pleasant to.
And then Bayern, Atalanta.
Atlanta too has dipped. Atlanta has dipped in form. After Lookman left, it looks like Lookman was a problem. They were winning games back to back. I'm not sure they've been able to do more than 2 wins in their last 5. So I see Bayern doing that. Both legs, really.
Barcelona, Newcastle. For me, I would like to think that Newcastle will win at home, but away Barcelona is going to top with goal difference. That's what I would like to think.
I mean, they played this season. They played this season already.
Yeah. But
beat-
Gordon is on form. Anthony Gordon is on
2-0.
form. Second highest goal
He
scorer.
played that game.
2-0.
Yeah,
Rashford,
he's second highest goal scorer.
Yeah,
Rashford.
was it 2-0 or 2-1?
Rashford scored the 2 goals. 2-0.
Rashford scored the 2. I know Barca had 2 goals. I don't know if Newcastle got 1.
I don't think they did not score.
Wow, I thought it was 2-1.
So this one, don't need to predict this one now. We know it's Atletico Madrid, right?
It's a whitewash. That one will be a battering.
No, 2-1. I told you 2-1. Newcastle scored. Gordon, last minute, 90th minute.
And then on Wednesday, Arsenal, Leverkusen. Jude, I'm not asking you because I know what you're going to say.
It's obvious now. It's not obvious.
Yeah. No, Arsenal tends to
win
shine
now.
in the Champions League because those guys don't come and do mid blocks against Arsenal. We enjoy each
Arsenal
other.
does not do. You're not back now, so you come out and play the game.
And they are at home again.
You
So
concede like 4.
Yeah. We'll concede 4.
So
No,
All
they like Leverkusen will
They-
concede 4. It will be the same thing as what was that team you played last year?
PSV.
PSV, yeah.
7, I believe.
I wish for that kind of scoreline so that we can rest players for our second leg. I wish that's the kind of scoreline I wish, like 4-0 first leg.
I don't think your manager will rest.
Chelsea.
I think Arsenal is winning both legs.
Yeah, both legs. Yeah. Second leg will be 1-0 at the Emirates, I'm sure. PSG, Chelsea.
PSG.
I think Chelsea,
I
So
You
think-
know what's so
PSG
funny?
is-
PSG have not been on even their game against Monaco. They literally
It's not-
scaled through. They literally scaled
They did
through.
not win the
Monaco
last.
just beat
they
them
must- they just
yesterday.
beat them 3-1 yesterday.
Yeah, even
Yesterday.
I'm talking about the Champions League game. Like they
The
literally
Champions League
scaled
game,
through.
yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
This,
needed
uh,
red cards. They needed
yeah,
red cards.
exactly. Thank you.
On
They
both
needed red
legs.
card.
Johnny boy,
Eric-
it's Rosenio. It's Rosenio. Just
Enrique-
it's not.
No,
what's
but
his
my
name?
problem with Chelsea, let me tell you,
It's
Chelsea
Rosenio,
has
that's
this
the problem.
spirit. See, people. The reason why I
Wait. You
this
think
game,
Rosenio cannot beat PSG?
I
With
think
this
he
Chelsea,
can.
with this Chelsea squad,
Oh,
no.
no. See,
No.
See,
Chelsea
With
has
this
this
Chelsea
spirit.
squad, no.
Jude.
With a
Liam
different team,
Rosenio,
maybe.
Liam Rosenio was the first person to beat PSG last season. He showed everybody.
That's
the
what I'm
template.
explaining to you. With
Yeah,
this
with
Chelsea
Strasbourg.
squad, no, he cannot
Yeah.
do anything.
You'll be
against Arsenal.
surprised. You'll be
He cannot do
surprised.
anything against Arsenal.
Bro,
No, you'll
Arsenal
be
is in the
surprised.
same league. Arsenal is in the same league as him, so that's different.
4 meetings.
PSG,
4 meetings. 4 meetings. He not do anything.
Three.
Okay.
PSG,
So
PSG. I don't trust PSG. To be
I think
honest.
Chelsea is edging that one. I think
I'll
Chelsea
give
is-
PSG.
Yeah, I think this is the tie. I think it's 50-50. This tie is the only tie. I think it's 50-50. To be honest.
No, I think
Real Madrid. So what? You
Madrid
don't think Real Madrid Man City is 50-50?
No, I think City goes.
We're tired
through.
of
It's
seeing
60-40.
Madrid.
60-40. I think Madrid will win.
City.
I think City
well-
goes through this tie. To be honest with you.
I actually think Madrid.
Especially if Madrid plays without Mbappe and Bellingham, as it's going to be.
Mbappe is
I
still
don't-
injured. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know
I don't
how long
understand.
that
Is
injury will
Do you
take,
think
and they've been
Vinicius-
struggling.
Do you think Vinicius cannot take on those 2 guys?
Nah. Vinicius cannot take. Bro,
He cannot
he
take
cannot
on
take.
two guys.
He cannot take Man City alone.
Although Madrid loves a City game, they really come to the party whenever they are playing against City. However, they've never really been able to do it like back to back. It's always one person
One
wins it
person will win
now,
this time. There's
and
no-
then next season it will be the other person
Yeah.
who will win. So I
Yeah.
think City will edge this one.
I think City edges. too.
I
Real
think
Madrid.
so too because the league is gone. The league is gone, so they'll focus on something else.
You wish.
Sporting versus Bodo Glimt.
I go Bodo. in this one.
We're all Bodo fans.
I think
now, right?
I think Bodo knocks them out.
We're all Bodo fans,
I think
right?
Bodo knocks them out.
I mean,
Because
everyone is low key. You know, apart from having your own team, right?
I just wanted
Everyone
to
is
meet
low
Arsenal. That's
key
the thing.
rooting for Bodo. Everybody's low key rooting for
I want
Bodo.
them to meet
I
Arsenal.
think Bodo is going to end the time first leg.
I want Bodo to meet Arsenal. That's what I'm waiting for.
It's not going to happen, so that's fine.
If they meet Arsenal will beat them, please.
I met them. I met them
to
Europa
meet
League. Funny enough, I met them
say-
Europa League 2020, 2021.
I'm saying
I
now
think.
that
I
they're
beat
on
them 2-0.
form. I not the Europa
And
League
then
to
they were
win
still
as
coming
well.
up.
I say now.
But they beat Tottenham in the Europa League, so
they have been
That
beating
was-
some,
that was
they've been beating
more
some
recent.
giant players.
They've been beating giants, you know. So they
They
are
beat Man
everybody's
City as well.
favorite.
Arsenal looks like a
they
giant,
beat Man
so they need
City.
to.
They beat
need to-
Inter.
Arsenal
They
don't make the
destroyed
same
Roma.
mistake. Arsenal don't make the same mistake Inter and the rest made.
low risk football,
They beat
guys.
Juve
Low
now.
risk
They
football.
beat
You guys
Juve.
are not understanding.
No,
Okay.
Juve actually beat them 4-3. 3-2, I think.
Just keep the ball, pass
actually
between
beat them.
Saliba and Raya to Saliba, Saliba
look
back
for- I
to
look for Fana.
Mendy,
Negative
And
tiki
then-
taka, right?
Exactly.
Negative
Negative.
tiki-taka.
I think that is the best way to describe it.
Give Saka. Saka will run
So,
outside.
so we are saying, so we say Liverpool,
Yeah, Liverpool
Bayern,
go through.
I give
Bayern.
Galatasaray.
Barca.
Barca,
I say Barca.
and then who's playing?
Arsenal.
Atletico Madrid,
Atleti, yes.
Arsenal,
Atleti, Arsenal.
Bodo Glimt.
We said Chelsea. Jude says Paris.
I
again.
also said Chelsea.
I say
and
Chelsea
City.
too.
If it was,
we all
if it
go
was-
City.
And then
City.
City. Okay.
And then
Actually, if it was Thomas Frank, I would have chosen Tottenham to go through.
Bro, even under Thomas Frank, I don't even see
I'm
them.
telling you, if it was Thomas
Oh,
Frank,
they were
no,
doing
no,
well
no,
in
no,
Champions
They were doing
League.
well
They
in
were doing
Champions
well in
They
Champions League
finished
under
fourth,
Thomas Frank,
they
actually.
disturbed
Yeah.
PSG. But
they slapped Dortmund up and down. Like,
Yeah.
Funny enough, they did.
this guy this new one is an Arsenal fan. They don't know what they are.
You know what's so
No.
funny? You would think that a team like Tottenham would have gone for somebody that knows the Premier League. I was shocked when they appointed
they're
this
looking
guy.
for cheap
That's
appointments.
what
No,
they
but
did.
that's-
They tried it,
But that's
and then they lost.
that's the history of the Tottenham. You know,
The sack coach.
always signing somebody that you need your phones to Google. Where is this person coming from? You know, that's what they do. It's a club of bad decisions upon bad decisions upon bad decisions. They should go and be playing with Birmingham next season.
Like, see,
well,
Wolverhampton went for a manager that helped Wolves survive. I know this season they struggled, but last season he came in and Wolves went on a crazy run. So he has that experience of surviving the league.
It wasn't not the former Luton manager.
No, that's Wolves.
No,
That's
but-
even Wolves. That was Wolves.
Oh.
I'm talking about Nottingham Forest. West Ham
Oh,
has
yeah, yeah.
Nuno.
And
Nuno
Vitor
has
Pereira,
experience.
yeah.
West Ham has Nuno has experience with relegation and stuff.
But no, they
So-
did not sign Nuno for relegation.
Yeah,
fight.
but at
They signed
least-
him because
but
they
at
think
least-
he's got the
But the
talent
reason
to
why they did sack him, there was a time they were speculating they were going to sack him. But I think the reason why they kept it like they know that
Yeah.
if there's some manager that can help them survive, is Nuno because he has been there and done that.
Yeah.
But Tottenham just went the complete opposite
So
and just
They're
brought
looking
somebody
for-
that has no
They're
experience.
looking for entertaining football.
And if you check his history, he's always controversial. He was in Marseille, controversies. He left. Juventus the same thing.
He will help
So I'm
them
like-
with this.
and
He will
I'm
help them
like,
with this
What are
controversy.
you guys doing? Is it like, and then
Right.
it comes out that their former guy, what's his name? The guy that left, Levy, did a clause in their contract whereby if they get relegated, 50% slash. And I'm like, oh, did they see the future that they're going to get relegated or what? Because
Who
that's
knows?
a weird clause to have.
is it for all the players?
For players,
Yeah. The players.
They're going to
Oh no,
lose them now.
every team has that.
I'm very sure Arsenal doesn't have that. I'm very
No,
sure.
they will have it.
because
They might have it.
you not
Every
have
team
it
has
this year,
that.
but if
You have to
Every
plan
team
for contingencies.
You always have to plan.
Yeah.
They always put that. It's almost given.
it's not loud
you have
for you
to
guys
take
because you're not looking at
it's-
relegation
it's-
now.
Mhm.
It's usually
If Tottenham
50%
wasn't
slash.
fighting for relegation now, you probably not know that it was there.
If they don't
Yeah.
do that, you are going to
They will
have point
financial-
deduction from day one of the
Yeah.
championship. No, I think it's a
Oh.
default. Also,
Oh, yeah.
when you're in the championship, your contract also has like a promotion
Yeah.
trigger. Yeah, so that when you come off, it goes up by a
Bro, it
percentage.
be imagine create Tottenham playing championship in that
No, they
fight
probably
season. My
lose.
God.
They'll
We'll
lose
be
the
here
players
for
now.
it,
They'll lose
please.
most
They deserve
players
it.
now.
My God.
Were they not happy a few
We
seasons
have
ago
players for
when
them.
when
we
they
have
had the
players.
chance
We
to
have
beat
Bugatti,
City?
Malaysia.
They
and
were
go to
happy
Champions
to
League.
lose.
Yeah, to
They
lose.
were happy
Thank
to
you.
lose so that
Arsenal win the league.
Arsenal
Thank
win.
you.
So they
Yeah.
deserve to
Which
go
they
there.
did.
That their
Yeah.
manager was so mad. And Ant was
If
so
in
angry.
case
I remember
Should
Ange
they
was
get-
so
That was
mad.
fake anger. It was fake
Should
anger.
their players go?
No, Ange was
The
actually
players go,
angry.
we
It
have
wasn't fake
players.
It
anger.
was
Ange-
fake
Malaysia.
anger.
No,
We have
I don't
Malaysia
think so.
for
I
them.
don't think
We
so.
have,
Because he thought they were going to. He knew they were going to win the Europa League. Now they were facing United.
No, that was not
That's
Europa
why.
League season now. That was not
That was not
Europa
Europa
League
League season.
season.
That was
That's
two
what
seasons
you
ago.
okay.
No, that was
season
season
ago.
ago.
One before.
Ange
two
was
seasons
mad.
ago.
Remember, he fought the. Remember, Ange fought the fans. He forgot it. He actually was fighting the fans because the mentality
were
was
booing
wrong.
him.
Yes.
Yeah, that's old school.
They're
Let's
doing it
And
next
the
run
fans
it
were
back.
like, he doesn't understand. So he's not from here, so he doesn't understand.
Yeah, sorry, Johnny, but you are still in the morning. Me and David were in the evening. You understand? So we just to go.
Actually, afternoon. Jude is the one in the morning. I'm in the afternoon.
Me, I say if they shall need players when they sell their players, we have Malaysia and
Don't worry, they have an academy. They'll be fine. They'll be
Yeah.
fine. They have an academy.
We'll give them slash
Malaysia cannot go there because he'll be on too much money.
It's his own palaver. You still leave Man U. It's just a leave this season.
Well, please do us a favor, guys. Press the like button. I'm sure you've enjoyed our banter today. You know, United guys, there's no chest like we did in the previous episodes. So that was good to,
like
good to
the-
hear.
But
Full
someone
360.
believe now. Someone believes that we're still in the title race.
I can't believe United is a full 360. This is more than 3. If there's something higher than 360, it's more than this.
I swear.
How
How can you go from
520.
praising? How can you go from praising Carrick to telling that Carrick is
Carrick
is
on the wheel.
Like,
Mm.
how does that happen from one game? Come on, bro. That's
Right,
crazy.
don't-
He's coming. He's doing
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to Run of Play Football Podcast as well, the main channel. We are growing that one as well. One day we'll be going back there. And tomorrow, check out me, Johnny Boy, and Jiga live 7-ish p.m. And yeah, have a good week, people. We're going to be seeing you next week. Until then, take care, guys. You know, up the Gunners, down the Devils. And,
Down
you know,
Gunners.
Yeah,
please.
Devil's
Down
always
Gunners.
down. So,
Well,
Devil's
we're
always
winning.
down. We match the devil. We match the devil.
was down, sha.